Hey guys, it's Cole coming at you with day 3 of the primary Home WOD challenge. It is Wednesday and it is also hump day. So in addition to this video, there's going to be another post coming out soon. It's going to be a hump day challenge. From Wednesday to Wednesday, you're going to get an objective. One of our coaches is going to pitch that objective and show you the standards of how to achieve the objective. And we're going to see who the winner is at the end of Wednesday next week. But for today, we have a long one. I know that I'm ready for it. I'm feeling excited for it. I'm also feeling pretty juiced from the last couple of days, which has been a pretty wonderful experience on how to do intense fitness anywhere. This is, at its core, it's Fight Gone Bad. Fight Gone Bad, for those of you who are uninitiated, is 3 rounds of 1 minute of max reps, max effort of a movement, right into another minute of max effort of a movement, right into another minute of max effort of a movement, and then into a minute of rest. And then you're gonna do that for 3, okay? Now, this one has an optional buy-in. We are getting into the running season. We have some fun running ambitions coming up. So you have an optional buy-in and buyout of an 800-meter run before going into Fight Gone Bad. If you are not able to run, that is okay. This has been programmed for you to get a plenty of stimulus out of the middle part of the sandwich. So Fight Gone Bad is going to be 3 rounds, 1 minute of as many sumo deadlift high pulls as you can. Now, I know what you're thinking. I don't have a weight. I don't have a barbell. What do I use? You can use anything that is heavy for this, okay? Now, for me, I am either going to use this backpack. Thank you, Alex Klein. It's a gift. And I'm going to stuff it with some books or some toilet paper, and I don't think I'm going to tell you what's in it. I'm just going to pretend it's heavy. You can also use a shopping bag. Put some books in there. Put anything that feels like it's the right amount of heft for you to do that work. And do some sumo deadlift high pulls from the handles. And I will demonstrate that movement for you in a later clip. As soon as you're done with the high pulls, you're going to go into some weighted lunges. Again, you're going to use the same object you use for the high pulls. You can either hug it in front of you, or if it's a backpack, feel free to put that thing on your back and get as many lunges in, alternating left, right, as you can. Right, as soon as you're done with that, you're going to lose the weight for a little bit and you're going to do some jumping knee tucks. Now, this is going to be jumping and getting your knees up to your chest as high as you can, as many as you can. If we are not able to jump, let's go ahead and feel free to get to a bench, just the same one as we used yesterday, and do some knee tucks that way without that impact on our knees. And then when we are done with that, the last movement is going to be gecko push-ups. Now, these are push-ups where every time you go down, you're going to bring a knee to that nearest elbow. You'll be alternating that in your push-ups. As soon as that minute is over, you rest for 1 minute, collect yourself, and then you'll do that list again. Rest 1 minute, collect yourself, do it a 3rd time. And then, if you are up for it, afterwards you'll go for an 800-meter run to get this thing done. Now, we have a warm-up for you right here, and of course that's also going to be superimposed when I do the warm-up in real time. I probably won't record the run, but I promise you I will do the run, okay? We'll get started on this, and then we'll see you on the other side. I want to see how you guys felt about it. I want to hear about how you're feeling at home. Please check in with me, check in with us at Primary. Primary Home WOD is the hashtag. Primary Home WOD, there's no Primary Home WOD. And also just reach out to us, Primary CrossFit Facebook page, Primary CrossFit Instagram, hit my Instagram. Let me know how you guys are doing at home, and we will talk to you very soon. Okay, guys, now for the standards for this workout, if you do choose you want to do the run at the top and bottom of the workout, of course it's prescribed as 800 meters, but unless you're running on a track or you know the terrain, like when we're at Primary CrossFit, you might not know what 800 meters is. So let's just go for like 3 to 4 minutes of pretty strenuous running is basically what it's going to be. It's like a 3 to 4 minute running buy-in, depending on how fast you typically take your mile time. Cut that in half if you know it. Otherwise, let's just go for like 3 to 4 minutes of like strenuous running to do that. And if you're not, we're going to go right into the movements. Okay, so the first, the sumo deadlift high pull. I'm going to use that grocery bag. I've loaded it up with enough books that makes me feel like it's going to be tough. I'm going to feel it on my shoulders and my butt without like being overwhelming where I need to take a bunch of breaks. Now, it's a minute of max effort, but truly it's going to be more like 50 seconds because then I'm going to need to transition that into my weighted lunges and then put that down and get ready to do my jumping knee tucks and my gecko push-ups. So first thing you're going to see is a sumo deadlift high pull. Now from the side, I'm going to have that weight right here in front of me. My legs are out wide. I'm going to get this, wrap this bag nice and close. And from here, I'm going to keep my butt back straight. My butt's going to come low by bending my knees out. And I'm going to explode my hips up and pull up with my elbows as the highest part of that lift. Now from the front, that's going to look like this. All right, now my literature, it fell over. Once you collect that, you've got weighted lunges you're gonna do. Now I'd like to see you do the same weight that you do for your high pulls. So for me, that's gonna be bear hugging right here and going down and up, down and up. I also wanna take 10 seconds before the minute is over so you can write down your score. It's part of the fun of Fight Gone Bad, is you try to collect as many reps as you can, see if you can beat your neighbor down the block. And the last two movements we got are jumping knee tucks and gecko push-ups. So a jumping knee tuck is essentially hands out, almost like you're a zombie. And I'm going to jump and try to bring my knees up to my elbows. Now, when I land, I don't necessarily have to land in a full squat. I find that because of my mass, it takes a little bit more absorption just to let myself sink that low. But that's not a necessary part of this repetition. So from here, we're going to go. But now, if you don't have the ability to jump like that, I want you to go ahead and balance on the precipice of that couch or that chair that you used for your bench dips yesterday. And go ahead and tuck, 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 and tuck. We'll do that instead of the jumping knee tucks, okay? And the last thing we have is the gecko push-ups. Now, the gecko push-ups are traditional push-ups, but every time my chest goes down, I'm going to bring an alternating leg to that elbow. So I'll start off with the right, back up. Now my left knee will touch my left elbow. And we'll go from there, okay? Those are the movements, guys. After you do those movements, you get 1 minute of just rest, walk around, get that blood flowing, but do not be too active. Get your heart rate back down and try to attack the next round and see if you can repeat your score, all right? If you don't take a score, that's fine. You're moving today, and it's beautiful. And we'll see you on the other side of the WOD laps. Now this is gonna be the way we start prepping our bag for the sumo deadlifts. We're gonna warm up with some bag deadlifts just to get our chain ready for some weight. So we're gonna start loading these up with books. This is my opportunity to show you how well read I am and that I, once upon a time, went and got my bachelor's degree in something that I'm currently not using, the writer's world. Keep going, The Artist's Way, that's trash, and da-da-da. Imaginative Realism, that's my roommate's book, thank you Tim. And got a little bit of weight here. Add enough weight to you feel like a good challenging half, but it's not something you can't go with some high velocity. Then from here, I'm gonna have that right here between my toes, just like it's a giant kettlebell. Grab it as close to the ground as we can. My back is gonna stay straight, my hips come back, and then I bend my knees, and I'm going to squeeze my butt up top for 12. 12. Put that down, go right into some alternating lunges. We're going to do 10 on each side. Keep that chest tall, keep that chin tucked so we can breathe. Let those shoulders relax. Is it 7? It's 8. Good, it's 8. And then we're gonna do 8 side lunges. Now these side lunges just to open up those hips a little more. Those sumo deadlifts typically come from a wide stance. So from here, we're just gonna kind of come down, keep that chest high, that butt low. A lot of us can't quite get this low. Use your hands to stabilize and get as low as you can, and stay as low as you can to alternate to the other side. Notice I'm keeping my feet flat on the ground for this first 4. There's number 3. Move this. Oh, it's so heavy, cold, it's so strong. And other side. Now this next 4, I'm gonna take that trailing toe, I'm gonna jack it up to the ceiling to start to stretch out my hamstring and calf a little bit more. Just hold these for about a 6 to 8 count. This heel, I'm still trying to keep on the ground. Boom. And let's have a fight gone bad. Now these push-ups are of course going to get you ready for your push-ups, but they're also going to wake up your midline to get you ready for those geckos that are coming up. You can also do these push-ups from your knees if that is more comfortable and sustainable for you. It's hard to talk and count, so I'm going to say that's 4. All of these push-ups count for the hump day to hump day challenge that's coming up. So keep track of your warm-up and keep track of your score during the workout. I think it's like 2 more. Now, these bird dogs are going to be starting off in all 4 position. All 4, hands, knees on the ground, like a tabletop. And what I want to do is I'm going to extend my right arm out past my ears and extend at the same time my left leg out towards the other direction. And then I'll bring them back in together and then do the same thing with the opposite arm, opposite leg. So from here, we're going to go wake up those shoulders, wake up those butts, wake up that balance. 2, 3, 4, 5. Take your time on these. They're weird at first. 7, 8. All right, now we've got